What's poppin', you are? It's your girl, AmaniSharifah. What's up? What's goody? What's goody? Yo, what's poppin'? Shout out to all my baddies. That is so much. Back into your girl channel. What's up, mamas? What's good, you are? So, on to these Girl Talk episode, baby girls. We're going to be talking all about if you happen to have like a toxic ex that you're no longer with, and this dude actually pops up at your club unannounced, calling himself, wanting to talk to you, wanting to work it out with you, wanting to, see if you can, get it back together with him or whatever like that. Yeah. So I'm gonna be giving my baby girls just some well-100 advice on cases like this. So let's go ahead. We're gonna hop right on into it. Let's do it. Thank you again for tuning back into your girl channel. What's up? What's motherfucking good? Yeah. What's poppin', babies? What's good, you are? What's up, my loves? What's good, you are? So, like I said, mamas, on to these Girl Talk episode, we're gonna be talking about a well-100 topic today, mamas. We're gonna talk all about if you got like a toxic ex-girl that you're no longer in a relationship with, you don't have anything to do with anymore, but this dude, girl, pops up at your club. Not only pop up at your club, but unannounced at that. Calling himself, wanting to talk it out with you, work it out with you, get you back. Oh yeah. So I really want to talk about this, my loves. Now, to my mamas, my baby girls that actually been in situations like this, or you clearly are out of situation, going through things like this, you already know, my loves, like this shit could be really crazy. Like it could just be really crazy because these motherfuckers really feel like that they got the right to show up at your club if they, know where you love and stuff like that, unannounced, trying to quote unquote plead the case. Now it could be a case where maybe you already had that conversation on the past where you let that nigga know, yo, we're not doing this anymore, we're not talking anymore, we're not together anymore, or maybe y'all came, to maybe a common ground understanding that y'all wasn't gonna continue in your relationship, that y'all were going your separate ways, but maybe he still wanting to be with you. Maybe he still wanted to be with you. He still wanted to really deep down work it out and make sure really work with you. So for him, he feels like that, y'all basically don't have closure. And then it could even be the case because like we said, mamas, this is for toxic exes. This ain't no dude that shit you had a good relationship with, that treated you right. I'm really talking to my bitches out here where shit girl, you done with some toxic guy shit with his eyes, whatever the hell it was, but y'all dynamic was toxic. So it could even be a case because let's be real, a lot of dudes that do shit like this where they popping up at the clubs and stuff like that unannounced, it could also be the case where it's that motherfucker want that control over you still. You ain't saying come on now, let's be wild, that nigga probably still want control over your life. He want to make sure that ain't no other nigga at your club. He want to make sure that you ain't moving on. He want to make sure that Sure, he could still have you, still pop the fuck up when the hell he want to. You know, like, it could really be those kind of things as well, outside of just, you know, the other things, which is that he wants you back, he want to work out with you, he want to talk to you, blah, 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 blah. So, you know, this whole shit right here, I'ma tell you, it's a no bueno. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, it's a no bueno. Absolutely not. You know? Because if you really know, baby girls, like, if you know that Allah, God, the universe, the Lord, the Holy Spirit, the Divine, the Most High, whatever name, mama, that you want to call God, fine by me, my love, because go multiple names. But if you really know that the Most High really has guided you to stay the hell away from this dude, no matter how y'all book up, whether first you book up with him, he book up with you, or y'all came together and book up, whatever. But if you know that Allah, God, the universe has really guided you that shit, like, this shit not going to work, like, you know, like, it's toxic. You may have poured mad shit into that nigga, like, trying to make it work, trying to make it, you know, to where that nigga see your worth, you know, your value, but he just did. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you at the point where it's like, you feel like, you know, like, I'm not doing this shit with you no more, like, you know, it's toxic. So inviting that type of energy back into your life, after you already know that it's not really good for you in the first place, girl, what you think gonna be different? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think is really going to be different, baby? You tell me, mama. You tell me. What do you really think is going to be different with her? You know what I'm saying? Because like we just talked about, if you talking about a toxic ass nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, a nigga that really put you through my shit, and then he felt like, oh, he got the right to just pull up on you, you know, unannounced and shit like that. God, that motherfucker on a whole different kind of time. And even if he quote unquote is saying that he wanna talk, he wanna like work it out with you and shit like that, bitch, that don't really mean that that's really what he wanna do. I'ma tell you what he wanna do. Like, I would keep it real. That nigga want you to open up that door so he can get right up in you. Period. Oh, period. Like, that's the truth. Like, girl, come on now. Like, we ain't about to play right now. Like, we're not about to play. We're not doing that. We're gonna speak the truth. What's the bullshit? Shit, you already know what that nigga trying to do. If he opening up that door, especially if you looking good as hell, girl, he trying to get you wide the fuck open. Period. Especially if you ain't had sex in a while and shit like that. He trying to hit. He trying to hit, and he trying to do it real good. He trying to do you real fucking good, my nigga. Because he wants you to know, like, that pussy is still his. Like, girl, I'm keeping it a bed with you. And you already know what I'm talking about. Like, most of the time, like I said, those dudes, like, when you talking about, like, toxic ass niggas that just feel like, shit, I don't give a fuck what she say. Like, I'm pulling up on shorty. I don't give a damn. She claim it's over or whatever like that. She claim she ain't dealing with a nigga like that. And fuck all that. I'm gonna pull up on her ass. Like, fuck. She not about to tell me I can't pull up on her. You know what I'm saying? So, like, they got that mentality, like, bitch, I don't care what you're seeing. I'm going to pull up. But if they pull up, they feel like, yo, they got to put you in your place at the same time to make you understand that your shit is still theirs, regardless if y'all on the box or whatever like that. You know? So, in cases like that, because you know a bitch telling the truth, where do you really feel like that is going to go? You know what I'm saying? Like, where do you really think that that's going to go? Where do you feel like that's going to go? Okay, so, you know, you let him come in your club and shit like that after he pop up. you know, and y'all have quote unquote what y'all talk, and then like maybe y'all make up or whatever, y'all do what y'all do that night, or even if let's say y'all don't have sex that night, right? But y'all just quote unquote talk about it. And then after that, y'all are quote unquote like trying to work shit out with each other, like be back on good terms. But you know, where do you really think it's going to go? Like, I need answers, mamas. Like, why do you think it's gonna go, baby? Because I'ma tell you, that nigga, he gonna give you like some good behavior, you know, for like maybe some days, maybe some weeks, maybe some months, shit, but you may even get like a year or some years out. Who knows? However long a logo the universe permits that motherfucking Maui go round to go round, because that's what the hell it is. Oh yeah, I gotta call it out, big Zorgs. That's what the hell it is. It's a Maui go round. Notice the word I just said. Yeah, a Maui go round, my loves. Because at the end of the day, let's rewind that shit back. Let's spin it around the block again. You know, this is somebody that is a toxic ex of yours. This is somebody that you know along the universe has already vowed to you, baby girls, that you really need to let go of, mama. You know? Like, you already done did that with them. You know, trying to like work shit out with him and shit like that. You already done been there, mama. So, with you still going against the grain and letting this dude think it's okay to pop up at your club, and then you let him on, whether if y'all do something you ain't saying physically that night or not, whatever, you know, but you allowing him to do that, bitch, like, let me tell you, you essentially sending that message to him that he could keep playing the motherfucking games with you, my mom. Like, I'ma just keep it a being with you. You're essentially putting it out there to him, like, yeah, you could keep playing with me. And that's why I said it's a Maui go out. Because what you're going to find yourself in, my loves, you're going to find yourself in that back forth dynamic. Like I said, no matter how long, you know, or how short a time it takes, you know, for you all to like go your separate ways again or whatever like that, or be back on bad terms, it's not going to work, because it's not motherfucking meant to work. You ain't saying? Like, it's not meant to work. That's why the Most High have guided you on different ways to stay away from him. So when you allow him back into your life, by him thinking that shit is just green, where he could pop the fuck up at your club and shit like that, he starts to really get that impression that he has that type of control over you to, again, no matter what the hell y'all go through, all he gotta do is pop up, y'all have a talk or whatever, y'all do what y'all do, and that makes shit smooth with you, and then you're back good. And it's never really building him really having for respect for you, babies. And that's really what I'm trying to get you to see, mamas. He's not really building respect for you. Because I'ma tell you, niggas that do shit like that, when you keep allowing them to, like, you know, just move how the fuck they want to move, like, you know, y'all bad terms, y'all cut the shit off, and then he thinks, shit, I'ma pop up on her, whatever like that. And then when he pop up, you allow him on, he continues, on God, mother Glee, he continues to lose more and more and more respect for you. Girl, he already ain't got respect for you. If he toxic, he ain't sure. Like, if he really a toxic ass dude, he already don't have the amount of respect that a Lord of the universe really wants him to have for you as a girl. You know what I'm saying, babies? So it's like, when he starts to notice that you're willing to play that merry-go-round game with him, where if he wouldn't pop the fuck up unannounced, you know what I'm saying? Not telling you that he's coming over, but just want some like shit, I'ma show up when I fucking feel like a type shit. He is definitely, as a dude, girl, gonna know that you're not really serious when you say you serious, when you want to be done with him. And see, that's the problem. I'ma tell you right now, girl, that's the problem, mamas. Like on some wow, like that's a fucking problem, because if you really a girl where you tired of dealing with that toxic ass shit, and you really want to follow what along the universe is really guiding you to do in your life, to move forward in a positive way, and to let that toxic ass shit go, bitch, allowing that dude to come in and out of your quad where he feel like it's not going to help you, you know? And again, it's not going to help your situation, maybe for however long good, maybe for months, but in the long term, when you really talk about like long-term investment, girl, that shit ain't gonna work. It's not, like, it's just not, because it's not really being built off of well shut for well. It's being built off of like that four-size narrative that two people are trying to like mend together and work together, but it's not meant to be together. And this is why, girl, let me remind you, my loves, this is why a logo, the universe, is guiding you to stay the hell away from him. You know what I'm saying? You gotta also look at this from more of like a deeper level of what's going on in that moment. And that is that you are also being tested. You are being tested by the Most High. You ain't saying? Because if you really, put your foot down and you already done, like we already talked about, you done told him that you done with him, you not dealing with him no more, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so you gotta know that along with the universe is going to touch you. He's gonna touch you, mamas. He's going to touch you by promoting Satan motherfucking energy to walk through that mind, to tempt you to actually fuck with that nigga again. Hey, Shane, on God, my nigga. That's not no all spooky ass shit. Like, no, that's some OG shit. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's on some bala shit. Like, you gotta know that Satan's energy, and I see this repetitively on my channel because it's just one of my facts of life. This is one of my facts of life. Satan's energy, mamas, and really be, very, very conscious of this, because this is well in life, period, not just when it comes to this specific situation, babies. But Satan's energy can always walk through like people, places, and things. You know what I'm saying? So if someone is no good for you already, you know what I'm saying? Like, Satan's energy can work through that dude, because that dude is not really gonna have you like at a high vibration in your life, which is why a logo, the universe, is really guiding you, mamas, to stay away from him. You know what I'm saying? But Satan's energy will be the same motherfucker energy, girl, that will like jump right in that nigga, that toxic ass ex, to try to tempt you to deal with the toxicity again. Oh yeah. That's what's really going on from like a more spiritual level. You gotta look at it below the surface. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's beneath the surface of the bullshit of everything that's going on. And what's really beneath the surface is that, that dude, he no good for you. And you know that. That's why your father, Allah, is warning you about him. So when he's showing the hell up at you doing shit like that, like trying to pop up unannounced and walk shit out with you and shit like that, you gotta really take that motherfucking mask off, girl, and look at that shit deeper and see like, okay, you know what, this is a test from God, a temptation from the motherfucking devil, or God, my nigga, because I already know your trifling ass ain't really good for me. Yeah, Shine, like, you done already pulled that shit to me multiple times, my dude. Like, I already know what you about, and you damn sure ain't the type of spice I want to be dealing with. You're trifling as fuck. You a fuck ass nigga. I don't want to deal with you. So the fact that you sitting up here showing your bitch ass up at my motherfucking doorstep, like a bitch supposed to be happy? Nah, my nigga, this straight up Satan's energy walking through you to try to lure me back on, to deal with your toxic, fuck ass, stupid ass again. And this is a test from a log of the universe. And I'm going to be lured into dealing with your fuck ass, stupid ass again. Bitch, you got me fucked up, my nigga. Y'all got the game all fucked up. You can get the hell away from my door. And you could take your ass on over to another bitch that really care, because I don't. I don't at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl. Like, girl. Like, that's the type of energy, bush, like, that you gotta have, mamas. Like, you gotta be like you gotta be thinking like that in that moment. Like, okay, you know what? Like, this a motherfucker test. This a test from a Lord God. He tested me to see, like, that I learned my lesson from the last time. And this is temptation from Satan to try to guide me to be right back in the same motherfucking cycle. The right back in the same motherfucking lesson. What a nigga that I know is toxic as hell. You know? Babies, if you want better for yourself. And I gotta really keep seeing this, mamas, because you gotta look at it from that aspect. If you really want better for yourself, and you want to stop dealing with toxic ass shit in your life, when it comes to like that toxic ex, baby, it's still with you. It's that with you, mamas. You gotta hold your motherfucking self accountable. You ain't saying? And I know, like, especially if this is a dude that, let's say y'all woke up and you still have feelings for him, you still have emotions for him. Trust me, girl, I know that shit be hard as hell. You ain't saying? Like, that shit on some holla shit, like, that could be very hard. Like, we ain't gonna act like that, you know, feelings and emotions don't exist, especially when you are still feeling that way for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a different story, like, when you've already held past it or and they're doing that and you don't feel no emotions. But if you are, you know, in that situation, mama, where you still feel emotions for him, you still care a lot about him, you know, like, I know that could really hurt in that moment, girl. But that's where it comes in, that it's like, you gotta really ask yourself, what the hell do you want for you, mama? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta really be a woman in that moment and say, okay, you know what, like, yeah, I may be feeling this way, feeling that way, we just woke up, you know, I am missing him, but I know this nigga not really good for me. I know this nigga toxic as hell. I know I really need to lead this dude alone. I know that alone God, the universe, most importantly, he keeps showing me sides, he keep speaking to me through my woman on to watch on. He keeps giving me, you know, gut feelings. He keep making synchronicities occur to let me know, like, daughter, don't go down that road with him. Don't go down that road with him again. So, do I want to listen to what I know along God, the universe is guiding me? Because I know that's what's best for me. Even if at this moment I may not feel that way, or am I just going to give into like my emotions and that moment and do something based off of temporary feelings? You ain't saying? Like, baby, you gotta really ask yourself that. And my best recommendation, mamas, like, if you really are serious about like moving on with your life, getting rid of this toxic ass nigga and not dealing with his shit, girl, don't let him back in your crib. Not at all. Let me tell you, baby girls, I had this toxic ex that I used to be with, like, a really, really long time ago, right? Nothing recent. You ain't saying nothing recent. Like, this was one of my exes that I was with, like, a really, really, really long time ago. But, girl, like, like, let me tell you about this nigga. This nigga was famous for this shit, yo. Like, he was famous for popping up at my motherfucking club unannounced. He was famous for that shit. And see, back then, when all of that shit was going on, like, I was just so immature, so in love with him, and, you know, like, he was everything to me, right? But, you know, it was a toxic relationship that me and him had. So we have broke up. We went through this time period where we broke up, right? But he was the type of nigga where it was like, shit, like, I don't give a fuck, we broken up or not, like, bitch, I pull up at your club, like, what are you talking about, like, we broke up, what the hell does that mean to me? Like, oh god, my nigga, like, this nigga's energy was like, shit, like, broke up, what the hell is that to me? Like, if I wanna come over, I'm coming over. Like, he was that type of nigga, like, and he was so famous for doing the shit. So, like, when me and him got onto it and we broke up or whatever like that, and I'm like, fuck you, like, I'm done with you, we're not dealing with each other no more, don't call my fucking phone, I'm going to block you, blah 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 blah. Go, like, I will cuss this nigga out, like, go, you got me so fucked up. You think that you're gonna keep treating me like that? You're not gonna keep treating me like that. You know, like, I was just going on, right? And I have every reason to, because the nigga was just, he was toxic. It was one of those relationships, like, he was just really toxic. It was a lot of shit that went on in that relationship, and at that moment, you know, I was still so just immature in a lot of ways when it came to, like, man, you know, when it came to, like, how to really stand my ground when it came to a man and stuff. So I was still learning life lessons, you know, like, as a woman, mamas, and I talk about this so much on my channel, because this is also well shit, like, as woman, you have to learn lessons. You know, that's the way that as a woman you get experience and you learn, you know, in life, what to accept, what not to accept. You know, that's how you learn your worth, baby girl. You know what I'm saying? So back then, because this was such a long time ago, this was one of my life lessons that I had to learn. So anyhow, I remember, you know, one of the times we was on the walks and shit like that with each other. This nigga showed up at my club out of nowhere, yo. Like, like, yo, this nigga popped up out of nowhere. And it was, like, on some shit, like, he called me, right? So he hit me up, and I'm like, hello? You know, like, I'm like, what's up? You know, like, why you calling me? And so he, like, come to the door right now. And I'm like, what? I was like, where you at? He like, come to the door right now. And I'm like, yo, you're not at my club. Like, you're not at my door. Like, I'm in my room when we're talking on the phone. And he's like, get to the motherfucking door right now, my nigga. Like, open up the door. Stop playing with me. So I'm like, I'm thinking about her, like, yo, like, what is this, man? Like, what type of time are you on, papa? Like, you know, I'm thinking this shit about her, you know, but at the same time, I'm like, shit, okay, let me open up the door, let me make sure I look good and shit like that. You know, like, girl, this was my whole mentality, because this is what these toxic niggas do. They like to hide you in that state of mind where it's like, you know, like, you trying to stand your ground or whatever like that, but that nigga wants some, like, some thug shit, like, bitch, you better open up that motherfucking door, and you like, okay, you do what? I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, like, this was back then. You ain't saying, like, this was back then. Like I said, long time ago when this happened. So, you know, we're on the phone, right? And I'm like, okay, let me... Like, while I'm talking on the phone with him, he's at my door. And like I said, I was in my room. So at this point, because it wasn't like a really long time before I opened up the door, just keeping it being with you up. But it was like for a few minutes, because at first I was just like, I'm just like, yo, this nigga's not at my club right now, like, because it was so random when he showed up. But this was the kind of stuff that he would do, like, where he would just pop up and it would be random ass moments, you know. So, like, I was actually in the process of getting dressed. I wasn't even, like, fully dressed. So I'm like, okay, let me just make sure I look cute and shit like that. Go to the door, right? So, you know, I put something on. I put, like, my robe on or whatever. You know, I look in the mirror, make sure I look cute and shit. So I'm still like, oh my God. I remember just thinking in my head back then, like, I just know this nigga did not just show up, like, out of nowhere, because prior to him, like, just showed up at my crib. We had it established. Let me just put this out here. Me and him had to establish we were not dealing with each other anymore. We had to establish that we were broken up, that we were not having nothing, going on with each other and all of that. And at that moment, like, when I was dealing with all the shit with him, I was still in love with him, though. Like, I was still in love with him. I still had emotions for him. I wasn't over him. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, we was just on one of them moments where we were broken up or whatever. So, anyhow, like I said, I end up, actually going to the door, and I'm still just thinking in my head, like, I can't believe this nigga really just, because it was the most random ass time. Like, I was not thinking that he was going to show up at my doorstep. So I open up the door, girl. Shit. And I gotta really explain to my bitches, like, cause y'all already know if y'all been do shit like this, how the type of time these niggas be on. They be so calculated, And I open up my door. This nigga looking good as hell. Like, girl, like, I'm thinking in my head, like, yo, you really gonna show up at my door looking like that? Like, what the hell? But he was very calculated. He knew, like, he knew, but you already know, mama, this the type of time I'm making the point for why I'm sharing the story with you. So, I open up the door, girl. He looking good as hell. I'm thinking in my head, like, fuck. Like, oh, God, I know how this is gonna go. I'm thinking about her, like, okay, I already know how this is about to go, like, and I was looking good too, because like I said, I was in the process of getting dressed, but I wasn't fully dressed, so I just threw in like a robe, and, I was just chilling or whatever like that, and looking cute. And so he come in the house, and, like that, we talked, all of that, blah, 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 blah. And then we got on good terms. And that woman, so in that moment, we got on good terms. Now, mind you, this was the scene, toxic acts that, I knew a logo, the universe will bow to me that I needed to stop going in that motherfucking Maui go out with his ass. Like, I knew deep down inside that I needed to stop going on that motherfucking hamster wheel with his ass, because he was toxic as hell. He was putting me through so much shit, yo. But back then, like I said, this was a life lesson I had to learn and stuff, and I was so in love with him. I couldn't control my emotions for him. So it was like I allowed my emotions to do the dictator, so he really had more control over me than anything. Like I said, he was that type of dude where it was like, sure, I really don't care. We broke it up on that. Like, if I want to pop up, like, I'm going to pop up. Because at the end of the day, that shit's still mine. Like, you still mine, my nigga. That was his mentality, like, I don't give a fuck if we broken up or not. You still my bitch. So if I want to pull up at your club, I'm going to pull up at your club. And there's nothing you're going to say or do, but you want to open up that door when I'm at that club, my nigga. Like, that was his mentality. And I was just kind of like, like on my shit, like I popped my shit or whatever to him like that. But for what, I wasn't standing up to that nigga. Like, like just keep it being with you. I was not standing up. I was allowing go how much I loved him, how I felt for him, to really do the talking and the dictating, of what decisions I was making in that moment. Even though, mamas, deep down inside, I knew that it wasn't, good in the sense of, like, for me to keep dealing with someone that was putting me through so much toxic shit, So, when I allowed him back on, and we, that shit going, and we talk and we work it out and all of that. Okay, so bye, everything good, right? But we got back on bad terms after that. Not right afterward, but it was like, you know, a little bit of time passed and then we was back on bad terms again. We was back on bad terms. He was back doing, you know, toxic ass shit to me and shit like that. Just, you know, toxic shit in our relationship, and we ended up breaking up again. So, you know, like, it didn't happen like right after, but it ended up happening. Like, you know, so it's an example, mamas. The reason I tell you all of that to show you, babies, that when these dudes do shit like this, and they make these moves, these gestures, or whatever. I'm talking specifically about toxic exes. You know what I'm saying? Like, when these toxic exes do bullshit like this, they think it's a fucking game. And that's what you gotta really understand, baby girls. They think it's a fucking game. They think it's a motherfucking basketball tournament. They think it's a motherfucking Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? They think it's a motherfucking soccer game. I don't know. Like, I don't fucking know. But they think it's a game. Yeah, like, they think it's a game. And when they do these kind of things, they like to feel like they have control over the situation. And the more you allow him to think it's okay to show up at your club unannounced, you let him on, is the more he's going to lose more and more respect for you, and know that all it takes is for him to do shit like that, and then y'all go be bad good. So it's important that, you know, in those kind of situations, mama, you really trust in what a Lord of the universe has revealed to you about him, and, you know, you trust yourself in the sense of, like, trust that you're making the right decision. Even if, my girl, you may still be hurting in that moment. Even if you still have feelings for him, you still love him, and it's really hard. That's even more. Like, on some well, that's even more of a reason for you to stand your ground, because you're trying to heal by the grace of the Lord God. And the only way that you can really properly heal from a toxic ass motherfucking ex, girl, you got to dissociate yourself from him in that kind of way. You know what I'm saying? You can't be having the nigga at your club and shit like that, popping up and stuff like that, because that's going to prevent you from properly healing, mama. And that was what was going on with me back then. I tried, you know, we breaking up and shit like that, nigga pop up at my club. And like I said, he was famous for doing that. So, you know, he did it all the time. Like, he just thought it was okay to, like, move like this, like, just show up at the club, like, at the most random fucking moment. I mean, it would be so random, you are. Like, it would just, I mean, thinking, like, yo, how did you even know I was going to be home at this time? Like, how did you know? Like, how did you know? Yeah, saying, like, how? You know, like, but the point that I'm making, guys, is, like, when you don't have that emotional, you know, stability within yourself to rise above how you feel in that moment, you can allow him to come back into your house, you know, when he pop up on the notes, hoping that shit is going to be worked out between you and him, baby girls, when in reality, it's not going to work. And that's because Allah, God, the universe, is not going to permit it to work. So I hope this helps, babies. I hope this helps, mamas. Like, on some wild, baby girls. Like, take that shit on some wild shit. Like, if you know you really serious, my girl, and I'm really talking to my BBs, you know you're really serious about, like, moving forward and not continuing to do the back and forth. But most importantly, you know that, you know, the Most High have already really shown you. You gotta always remember, baby girls, that along with the universe, he knows what we're thinking before we even think the thoughts. He knows our words before we even speak those words. He knows our actions before we even take them. He knows our plans before we even plot them. You know? So, he already knows far in advance what that nigga is going to do after he come to your club unannounced. You know what I'm saying? He already knows that, baby. You gotta remember that, mama. Your father already knows the outcome. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta really look at it on some shit like that. I'm like, okay, a Lord God is warning me of this. Not just to warn me of it, but he's warning it to me because he already knows. Because, you know, our father knows things way in advance before we do. He already knows that this shit still is not going to work out with me or him. He's not just telling me not to deal with my toxic ex just to just say it for no motherfucking reason. You know, like he's actually guiding me in this kind of way for my own benefit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, mamas, it's really important to really kind of, you know, just look at it from that aspect, babies, you know? And it's okay, like, if you've made these mistakes before, you know, you have allowed, you ain't saying your toxic ex to pop up on the house. Girl, it's all good. Like, that's why I gave myself as an example. Because I damn sure went through shit like that a long ass time ago. Like, with one of my toxic exes, you know, that was something that nigga did. And it was like, you know, until I really, you know, really finally grew to put a stop to the bullshit with him, that's when it really ended. But, you know, as long as I was willing to, like, play that little game with him, even though in that moment, it wasn't like, for me, I wasn't seeing in that moment, like, okay, you know, like, I want to play a game with you. Let's play the game, papa. That's what I want to do. Like, no, it wasn't like I was seeing that in that moment. But that's basically the message that I was sending him because I allowed him to control the narrative. I allowed him and that woman to think it was okay, you know, we broken up because toxic shit that this motherfucker done. And then for him to have the fucking audacity to think like he still got the power to show up at my crib unannounced. And then I just opened up my door. And, you know, before I know it, like, sure, we making up. You know what I'm saying? Like, and, you know, as women, like I said before, we have to go through certain things like this. Like, a Lord good universe, you know, mamas, he will permit us to go through experiences like this within the times that we learn from it, you know? It's okay, babies, if you want to share like this, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, lessons are meant to help you grow, elevate, change. You know what I'm saying? As long as, by the grace of the Lord God, you're learning the lesson. So it's important that you really, you know, if you, my girl, I'm telling you, like, if you really do want to get out of this toxic ass cycle with that nigga, like, learn the lesson, mama. Learn that lesson not to allow this nigga to show up at your club unannounced and you're not together anymore. And, you know, like, learn that lesson. Don't allow that. He show up at your club, girl, you ain't gonna answer that motherfucking door. Sure, like, you ain't even gotta answer his call. You ain't gotta answer his call. Sure, if he start calling you, you can easily block his ass. You know, like, if you block him, then he calling you from another number and shit like that. Okay, block that other number. You know, don't fall into that trap of, like, okay, you know, like, okay, I blocked you, but now you calling me from another number. Okay, so what? Like, what you want? You know, like, don't fall into that trap because they want you to do that. Like, because that's how it makes that ego build up. Like, yeah, she talk all that shit. She pop a shit. Yeah, she say she done with me. Yeah, she say she blocked me. Whatever. Yeah, whatever. Like, I can still get through to her. You know, like, don't let them have that type of narcissistic control over you. Because that is the form of narcissism. You know, babies? You know, and that's something that, as woman, you will learn as long as you learn from the life lessons and experience of what the Lord God, the universe, is permitting you to go through in that moment, babies. You know? So if them niggas calling you and shit like that, you don't have to answer the phone. And if you somehow still answer it, like let's say you pick up and he like, yo, you shorty, I'm at your club, blah, 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 blah. Okay, you know what? Why are you here? Like, I told you that we're done. Yo, stop playing with me. Answer the door. Like, I'm at the door, my nigga. Like, I'm about to come up to the door. I don't give a fuck where you at, my nigga. Why the hell are you at my club? I'm confused. I told your bush ass to not pull up. Like, and when I said not pull up, I'm talking about ever. Because we're broken up. So why the hell did you come unannounced? I'm confused. Like, what do you want me to do? So you really not gonna come to the door? So you really want that type of time? Or you not really gonna come to the door? No, I'm not coming to the door. I never invited you over in the first place. So what are you talking about? I gotta go. Yo, don't hang up. Click. Hey, Shirley. Like, girl, like, cut that shit off, like, click. Like, nigga, we're not playing those games. I don't, like, like, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to do? Like, we're not playing those games, you know? So you have to, mamas, really stand on what it is that you are saying, that your worders make it your bond by the grace of the Lord God, the universe. And what that means is like what you're really saying to him that you don't want to deal with, make it your bond with the Lord God and yourself, and not deal with that if he decides to show up at your doorstep unannounced. So I love you, baby, so much. Love you, mamas. So much. Please like this video so that way our channel can continue to go. Comment below, my girls. Let me know, like, girl, is this your situation, or this is something that you actually want to in the past? Let me know, mamas. There's no judgment. Subscribe, become a part of the Dynasty, hit that notification bell so you are updated when I post my next topic. And check out my playlist too, babies. I have so many topics in here, my girls, that like on some wild shit you could really benefit from. So definitely check out the playlist. Pretty soon though, I'm gonna be having like a lot of new stories that got introduced to my channel. These will be new stories that you could actually watch, my girl. You know what I'm saying? Not just listen to through the podcast or but stay tuned, because gonna be a lot of different things that you can actually watch. Yeah. And if you haven't done so yet, go ahead and follow your girl on Instagram. My Instagram name is right on the screen, so go ahead and motherfucking follow me, my loves, because I would love to have you a part of the AmaniSharifah Dynasty. What's up? What's motherfucking good? Yeah. But until next time, my loves, peace, love, and light always. Later.